Sisters, y'all can't be leaving Bill Street yet. Y'all ain't stopped over here. Y'all can't be leaving Bill Street yet. Y'all haven't stopped over here. Sisters, y'all ain't leaving? Alright, so y'all gonna come back and get this word. That's what I want, man. That's what we want, man. You can't be leaving Bill Street, right? Putting on your Sunday's best, and that's a lot of people's Sunday's best, man. To be naked, man. To look like harlots, man. We want to talk to those sisters and encourage their mind. We've yet to got a chance to talk to our sisters yet, man. Right? Because they're too used to being flirted on, to being harassed, to being somebody trying to get in their drawers, man. That's what the sisters are used to. So they come out here and they want to show what you can't have. Yeah, I know I look good. Yeah, I know I'm fine. But our women got to put on clothes just like our brothers got to stop killing one another.
Right.
What's the brother who just got shot up not too long ago? Fulio? A rapper named Fulio? Right? Y'all know no new guys?
No, I watch no news.
Oh, you don't watch no news? It was some young rapper, man, who had a birthday party. And Fulio, okay, come on. The brother got shot up, man. Y'all from out of town? Okay, come on. Hey, y'all brothers keep the commandments, man. Y'all look like some mighty brothers today. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, take care of it, bro. He got a boot on this car. And you can't just park anywhere. And he said he went from out of town. He should have knew that.
Right.
Yeah, they'll get you. What's up, young king? Brother with the loop in his ear. Yeah, sister. Now come over here real quick before y'all get down there, man. Yeah, come on, let me, king. Hey, you gotta have some knowledge on you, man, because however you got that in your ear, it takes somebody knowledgeable, man. How in the world did you do that? My brother Nahum, man. It looks very painful. Lord of Christ. 20 years? Is that your earlobe? God, dog, man, that's crazy. Dang, man. Wow. All right, brother. I love you, man. Now, what's the history on that? So, which us are you talking about? Black people, the Africans. This is what I call it, the Hamites. Right. So, is your father a so-called African American? Your granddaddy Kenyan, from like the actual land Kenyan? So he may be a tribe, or he may be a Judite. Did I drop my phone? Okay, get the book for me. It's a lot. I did drop it. Yeah, I did drop it. So we may have some history together. So there you have the Hamites, which a lot of the dark races come out of. The Hamites come out of a tribe like Ham, right? Or the nation of Ham. Then you have the Negroes, so-called children of the captivity, who come out of Shem. So it's a little bit division because we look alike. We all dark. And so our people have been confused into a lot of different things that we do. So we trying to reconcile if you're actually a Kenyanite of Ham, or if you're a Kenyanite that's in the land and you might be of Shem, right? Because it's a difference. You sure about Ham? Okay, let me read this real quick.
This is Zonovan Compact Dictionary, Bible Dictionary, page 213. The definition for Ham: the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor, the progenitor of the dark races. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
I'm trying to reconcile. So your father was born in the land. Okay, so do you know if he was like his father's father, or were they like, how did they get? Because a lot of our people were refugees, and we went into those places. That's what I'm saying. So he might be a Shemite. Because if he was a refugee, he was held up there from the rape, rob, and murder that happened in times past. See, y'all step over here real quick. Step over here, brother. Shift over here. So we went and migrated into those Western countries. Step up real quick. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so the tip of this, which you can't see, at the tip of the land, right, there's Jerusalem, And we were raped, robbed, and murdered out of our land, and we refugees into a lot of these nations until a certain conflict happened, and they started rounding us up from these nations and sending us across the world. See that? Brother, you might be a Shemite, man. You might be a Shemite out of the tribe of Judah. Or let me see, let me get you back over here. Or you could be Benjamite. You may be out of one of these tribes actually. Because your people, King, you might be. So I can't cast you away because our people are in different customs, and you look like you might be out of Shem. That's what I'm saying. That like you look like a Shemite, and so we take on a lot of different customs because our history was rape, robbed, and murdered from us. It's not necessarily saying you're an evil, bad person. It's just saying we have an identity crisis because we had a lot of trauma. Our people went through a lot of trauma, right? You got a precept for me? Okay, bring this out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. Among all people.
So that's why your father was even there, because I had to get like to the bottom of it, because I'm like, this brother don't look like Ham. You know what I'm saying? Because I met a lot of real Hamites. And your spirit resonate a little bit different. Even though you got the culture going, your spirit resonate a little bit different as far as where your bloodline originated. And you might be out of Jerusalem originally, the top people on earth, right? Read.
From the one end of the earth, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even to the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
So when we went into those customs, it was a lot of history that was taken from us by being separated from our natural history. And so we picked up customs that was of other people in the land, and we stayed there until 2024. Just like we have a bunch of brothers here who act American, but our nationality, where we come from, is not necessarily American. Not the white man's conception of it, at least. The colonialism, the colonizing that they've done here, that's not where we come from. They didn't birth us. It was quite the contrary. You know what I'm saying? So, bring that out. Yeah, bring this out. Hold on, kid. I know y'all want to get down, but I love my brothers and sisters, and I just wanted to reconcile that you might be of the royal priesthood, the royal people on earth. You know what I'm saying? And that means you have a duty to love God harder, to love the Lord harder, the one who woke us up this morning, the one who even blessed you with a wife, the one who give you the mind that you have. We don't want to destroy ourselves, right? We want to make sure that you don't line yourself up and get dressed up just to be destroyed. You look good to keep looking good, right? And so we want to make sure that this thing can continue in the earth, meaning we don't lose our lives from breaking God's commandments. Watch this, read. Yeah, bring that.
The book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they deliver up the whole captivity to Edom, and remember not the brotherly covenant.
So it's going until that a certain people took all of our people and delivered us up into captivity, which was a pretty long dispensation of time where we were being scattered, right? Even the conception of this place and their independence was in 1776, but they have you celebrate July 4th, right? But if you look at that date right above that African title that says slave trade, it says 1650 to 1860. So in 1776, where were we? We were in trouble. We were being enslaved out. We were being cargo shipped out. Some of our people were already in the land, indigenous. They were being colonized. So we have a trauma of identity issues. So we're out here trying to reconcile with our people to see whether they're a part of the book, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? Or whether they just might be a heathen nation. And you follow certain customs, but you have customs that are even above those that goes back to your true lineage, man. That's how we're trying to get to you. You know what I'm saying? Like even these, give me Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Every brother out here has on the garments of old because we came back into our natural heritage of keeping the commandments of God, not dealing like men, right? So God told us, remember his commandments and do them, and you'll live and you'll be blessed. Or you cannot do them And you'll have things, you'll get things, but you're going to be cursed ultimately. Like those things that keep you distracted until the day he judges you. So read.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 37. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speaking to the children of Israel. Speaking to the children of Israel. Speaking to the children of Israel. And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their...
Like what we do. Like my wife at home, she has a dress where she has the fringes on. You got the shirt, you can do it like this with the fringes on it.
Like brothers is trying to keep the commandments, but this is why it says that. Read this, keep reading.
It's all good. In the borders of their garments throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
And this is why we got the ribbon of blue on it, y'all, because we're literally trying to do this us as a people. Because God told us, God, we're trying to ask us, we're trying not to disrespect the holy ordinances, commandments that He gave us in our life.
That's right. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and do them, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart, and after your own eyes, after which ye used to go a horn, that ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am the Lord your God.
So this goes all the way back, man, where we had an inheritance. We was a people before we were refugeed off into those nations, man. And we were under the hand of the Egyptians once. We was under the hand of the Persians. We was in the Babylonian captivity. We went through a lot. And then we get to that dispensation of time and we're scattered, and now we're all people. We're Kenyans, we're Europeans now, we're in Japan and China, like our people everywhere. And we subscribe to those cultures too. I got a brother who teaching right down there at the next barricades, in the end of that street. He was raised in Japan. That brother do martial arts, he got all the weapons, he know the dark Shaolin language, all of that. I'm like, brother, we are the people, man. We the people of the Bible. Because it's only us who can pick up anything and we'll embody that to the T. Read it out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
So an astonishment and a proverb and a byword is meaning anything other than who you really are. You're going to call yourself a Negro, byword. An astonishment, a king. That's astonishing. Well, I looked at that, that was an astonishment to see that, man. Because the Lord says, I'm going to scatter you all throughout. And if y'all don't come back to the heritage, He'll leave you intact until Judgment Day. And that's why we out here just trying to influence our brothers and sisters to leave off from sin, which is breaking God's laws. That's all sin is, breaking God's laws. It ain't a law to do that. It ain't a sin to do that to your earth. It's not a sin. But if we praise and worship other gods, if that's a head nod to an African god or something, then that's where we're going off. You see what I'm saying? When we worship idols, do things that aren't thus says the Lord, that's where we start stacking up sin on sin on sin, and now it's going to work against us in the last day. Read.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
We're going to be an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations where He's going to lead us. This was a contingency. If we broke the commandments, this is what He's reading. It says, if you break my commandments, I'm going to do all these things to you. So He jumped right in on a specific section to show you, yeah, you can take it back so the brother can know we're not just cherry picking. Because a lot of people think we're cherry picking. Read this.
Book of Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So He jumped into the curses. So we were just reading off different curses that was going to happen if we didn't keep God's commandments. Bring it up.
Verse 45, Deuteronomy 28:45. However, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep His commandments and His statutes which He commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So a sign is basically saying, you'll know that the children of Israel are the children of Israel by what they're going through. I'm going to have these curses upon you for a sign. People are going to know that you are the people of the book. Give me Hosea chapter 46, and he said that it's going to destroy you. So destroy means not necessarily just dead, but your works, what you believe in, how you move on the earth, your thought process. Sometimes we'll destroy people when you see a brother can shoot his own brother. Or where they can't just dialogue like what we dialogue. They mean mugging them. You know, want to see what's in your pockets. Take some, that's a destroyed mindset. And that's why we're out here to challenge our brothers and sisters to come back to the Most High God today, man. Because it's honorable, one. Two, we don't want to be destroyed by the Most High. Three, we want to be blessed in the earth. We don't want to be cursed in the earth. Which he's reading off a lot of curses that our forefathers went through. You know, and the fact that your father can admit to being a refugee in a land that where their inhabitants weren't refugees, because the Kenyans weren't refugees in their own land. It was their land. But if we were refugees there, where did we come from? See that? That's why I can see the spirit on you. You know what I'm saying? Because the spirit bear witness. Like, man, I'm saying, look at that brother, man. Like a Judite brother. My brother might be in the tribe, man. Oh, is it? All right, that's my first time seeing a brother. Oh, come. So, hey, no, we just want to give you something that you might not have had before, man. And that's the commandments of the Most High God, sincerely, not for filthy lucre's sake. You never see a bucket of them. You never see a what you call it, a basket collection up here, man. That ain't us. We're not the Christian guys. We come back to our culture of Hebrew Israelite, the language that was taken from us, and the identity that was removed from us, man. Through rape, violence, murder, and being conquered. Right? So you learned the commandment that we wear fringes to honor God. We look upon these and say, hey, I need to keep the other commandments. See, that's your natural state coming back, man. Because it was a spiritual thing, but everything we did was to honor the Most High, and it made us the top tribe on earth. Give me Deuteronomy chapters 7 and verse 6. But read Hosea chapter 4 and 6 first. Read that first.
The book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
So that's what we were saying. For the lack of knowledge, we are destroyed. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
All right, give me the other precept. The Lord said, you and your wife, man, are above all people, right? You and your rib, provided we keep the commandments, are above all people, man, right? So when y'all leave here today, I'm going to be praying and hoping that y'all start keeping God's commandments, right? And that y'all look into some of the information we bring it out. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
What is his brother and his wife?
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Y'all are set apart. Holy means set apart. Holy means set apart. So when we teaching you, King, what you got to do is go home and teach your children. Go home and teach your wife. Take that time to let them follow you. Just like she'll follow you to whatever shop. Hey, let her follow you in these commandments, man. She'll probably follow you to and fro. Be that brother that's showing her, hey, we got to keep God's commandments too. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen to be a special people.
Y'all are special. Read it again.
The Lord thy God hath chosen to be a special people unto himself, above all people.
What?
Above all people.
That's what I told you, King. Because we was coming out the scriptures when we was paraphrasing. Y'all are above all people, but we lost that knowledge. That's why we can do the things and dress the way we dress, and we stand out amongst our people. We in all the damn Olympics. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I think we winning all the damn Olympics, right?
Right.
Our people. You know what I'm saying? We do it the best. I don't see no white flippers out here, and they own all the gymnastic spots, right? They can't flip like us, man. They can't sing and cook like us, man. Do hair like us, man. Dress art, creating, with carpentry. Like they got us to build this place. Hey, on our backs, our ancestors built up Bill Street, man. Literally, right? Stone for stone, man. So we're out here for a cause, King. We don't care who's looking at us crazy, man. We don't care about that. We care. This conversation is why we out here. We love this. Yeah, hey, I love it, King. I love it. So y'all are the greatest people on earth, right? And when y'all leave here, y'all gotta know that y'all have a background in Hebrew Israelite. That's a culture. It's not a cult. It's not a religion. It's a nationality that's been removed. Read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs, ones of God and joint heirs with Christ, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
So we want to be glorified together in the last days. I hope to make it. I hope y'all make it to the kingdom, man. Because our kingdom is coming. Our rest is coming. You got to work for a living, don't you? You from Memphis? Okay, so you know about it here, man. It's a hustle, grind hard mentality here, man. You got to get it out there, let's say, from the mud, man. You got to make your way. You got to do your best. You may have come from a good background and family that's kind of set apart, but you got to work to attain and hold everything that's been given to you. You know what I'm saying? Or when you buy that house or buy that car, well, they can take it from you, man. Property taxes, right? Different things of that nature. It's never yours, is what I'm saying. Read.
The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 4. Who are Israelites?
Who are Israelites? Who are we? Who are Israelites?
Y'all are Israelites according to the scriptures, right?
To whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came.
So we say Israelites, everything pertains to the Israelites that's good. The promises, the covenants, the law, everything that was given to us, it was given to the so-called black man, Native American, Hispanic, the Israelites, man. Right? Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 and we'll get ready to wrap up.
Book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
The conclusion of all of this is when y'all leave here, not to fear anything else, no pagan gods, but fear the Most High God, right? And fear of the Most High God means y'all gonna keep his commandments when y'all leave here, okay? Meaning the next Friday, since y'all live in Memphis, I don't need to see y'all down here, or next Saturday, Friday night to Saturday night. It's the Sabbath day. That's one of God's commandments. Keep the seventh day. Meaning don't do any work buying or selling, because y'all had to buy them drinks. Don't come down here next Saturday unless you come to get the word, because we're going to talk about you. I'll be like, this brother know the truth, man. We talked to him, and he came down here to break the commandments, and you a king on earth, so you can't do that. Because the Lord is going to get up with us for that. Read.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day. Remember the Sabbath day.
Friday and sundown to Saturday sundown, one day, because the day starts at even unto even, meaning in sundown to sundown. So Friday, get all your work done. Friday morning, Friday day, Sunday, all the way up to Friday. But Friday sundown to Saturday until sundown, it's an off-limits day. So you ain't finna see us buying and selling. You ain't finna see us doing none of that. We encouraging y'all to do the same. Right? Read.
Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. To keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou do labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy manservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
He hallowed it. He made it holy. So you, your children, your wife, whatever y'all, whoever with you, make sure y'all chill out and see how the Lord start working in y'all life past trying to do what we've been doing, right? We want the blessings. Remember that. We want to make it in the end. Don't worry about the now. It may look good now, but it's confusing to those who are still in their sin. I ain't been missing out on nothing. I'm cool. I got everything I want. Well, brother, he'll put your lights out the next day. That's how he works. He'll catch us slipping. So with that, man, I'm going to go ahead and rank it up. Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 from the top again. I'm going to give it over to the next electrifying speaker. Read that.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear the conclusion, read.
Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man, read.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
The Lord's going to judge us for every secret thing, whether it's good or evil. But with that, man, y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be good. I'm Brother Nahum. Check out the flyer, man. All right? And keep the commandments of the Most High God, man. With that, we're going to do a mighty rise Israel in the paleo Hebrew. Come, Israel.
Come, Israel.
Come, Israel.
Come, Israel.
Come, Israel.
My son a good boy, what mama said about me, but she don't know about the dead around me. All this blood on me, use a sword, not a sword on me. This is war, but it's the Lord with me. I'ma pray about it, he gon' throw his weight around it. You gon' have to get right or just stay confounded. Get sealed for them trumpets sounding, this real ain't no fake about it. Had to stand on solid ground, get tired of all the snakes around me. Look at how the stars aligning, fringes keeping me reminded. I'm just a god to a man, in this world that I don't understand. Came out with a plan, gotta leave off from all matter of sin. Gotta leave off and become a new man. Don't worry about what they saying. Time to stand up and step out on the streets. Having courage in the face of the beast. Revelations and feasts. Nation of priests, I hang in the east. I'm putting working for a name on the lease. From the greatest to least. No matter where you at, stay on fire. Push this truth till the world expire. Are you a watchman or not? They waking up and repent on sight. The water out before getting them right. Are you a watchman or not? You're not on the couch or be in the slouch. You in them trenches, fearless, bringing it out. Are you a watchman or not? Don't make an excuse or your shoes will get loose for turning your back on your brothers in truth. Are you a watchman or not? Call lawyer Howard Shot. Call lawyer Howard Shot.